All right, so good morning. It is Friday, April the 24th, and I'm here with your bell ringer answer from Thursday's video. And so if you need to, go ahead and pull up that information and take a look at it. I'm not going to make this like a big, long 15-20 minute video explaining all of the answers to every one of these. Most of these are things that you can pretty easily look up online. I instead want to give you some examples of the types of things we're looking for. For example, the very first one, that's a Robinson projection. Okay, Robinson projections, if you want to make a note about what they do, they were created to help us give that global feel, that kind of three-dimensional curved element to the world, but you need to know that they still have tremendous amounts of distortion at the poles. Our second one is the Mercator projection. Mercator projections are wonderful for true direction. Everything is located where it is relevant to anything else, north, south, east, and west. However, that wonderful grid-like pattern that makes it so easy to read leads to tremendous amounts of distortion, and that oftentimes, because maps are how people see the world, that oftentimes causes us to then see the world as having a giant Antarctica and a really giant Greenland. 3 is the goods interrupted projection. Goods interrupted helps to eliminate distortion for land masses by tearing the oceans. Now the problem, of course, is that 70% of the Earth's surface is ocean, so this is really destroying 70% of the Earth's surface in the name of saving 30%. So our little map of the state of Georgia here is really meant to just be an example of a choropleth map using color to show you information. And of course, the good news here is we can very quickly see the information, and our eyes are drawn to places where there's red and places where there isn't red, as places where there's clustering and a lack of clustering. Remember both of those things. And but on the other side, this is hiding anything that is more detailed than an entire county. So there are elements that are hidden from us. We're not able to see that. The resolution is not good enough. It's better than it would be for a world map, but not good enough. So dot map is what we're seeing in number 5. The benefit of the dot map is that we very quickly get an idea of the distribution, the clustering. We also see the places where the distribution, the clustering is absent, so always remember that both of those are patterns. The downside, of course, here is that it requires a set number of something to create a dot. If anything is less than that, so for example, if one dot equals 500 hogs and you have 493, you don't get a dot. So it does hide information potentially. And then number 6 is a cartogram. Cartograms are not maps. Maps are trying to, in some way, accurately show the Earth's surface. Cartograms are just trying to use things that you're familiar with. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a cartogram. I'm ahead of myself in my notes. 7 is the cartogram. The arrangement and spatial distribution is something you'd be familiar with as a geography student, but now we're making the size of the countries in 7, not 6, 7. Based on population for this particular cartogram. You could do cartograms for anything. Hogs, again, if we wanted to stay with that particular theme. Okay, so in 6, we're really mixing a bit of choropleth map with with pie charts to try to show you more detailed information for specific regions, but not for the entire world. We cannot show you what's actually happening in every country. We're just showing you a sampling here. Okay, and we can go on and on and on down this list of showing you different types of maps using tonal shadings in number 8, using different azimuthal projections in number 9. Having different azimuthal projections in 10, conic projections in 9, and we can even use a map to show migration, where we're showing arrows indicating movement into an area. So that's going to have to be it for me because my computer literally just died. I probably should have plugged it in before I started making this video. Okay, so it is Friday. Don't forget to be on the lookout for a Dead Guy Music Friday video, which will follow this one, as well as an actual video showing you the music. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email and ask. It's Friday, so have a good weekend. Try not to do anything stupid.